Do you ever wonder why you can't get ahead financially? You have a pretty good job, you make a decent salary, but yet at the end of every month, you're struggling to understand why you are living paycheck to paycheck. If this is something that you're dealing with, rest assured that you're not alone. In fact, less than 10 years ago, I was in the same boat that many of you are in today. The good thing is there's a solution to this problem, and it's probably a lot easier than you think it is. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over 5 reasons of why you are not getting ahead financially. The first reason that you're not able to get ahead financially is that you are letting social media influence your life. So what do I mean by that? I'm sure many people know that what we see on social media is usually not true. In fact, I would actually go out on a limb and say that at least 90% of what you see on social media is just flat out just it's false. It's cap. You have all of these people living these lavish lifestyles, and they always seem to have so much money to spend. They can take these vacations, they can buy cars, endless amounts of money flowing. But if you peel the layer back just a little bit, you'll start to realize that that's just not true. The average American earns between $45,000 to $55,000 a year. Once you understand that statistic, you'll start to understand that a lot of what you see on social media is not real. How does this impact you? Right? So a lot of us will see things on social media and it will influence our spending habits. So we'll have to go out and we have to buy the latest shoes, the latest clothes, whatever it may be. But I can tell you right now that that's not the approach that you should be taking in order to start to get ahead financially. Now, I'm not saying that you can't go out and buy a new pair of shoes or buy a new shirt or something for yourself, because you absolutely should. But what I'm saying is that the majority of people that you see on social media living these lavish lifestyle is just not true. So if you're trying to match that, what you see on social media, that's a major reason of why you can't get ahead financially. The second reason that you're not able to get ahead financially is because you're in too much credit card debt. So it's not uncommon for me to talk to someone who's a minimum of $10,000 in credit card debt and they don't know how they got there. I think with the rise of buy now, pay later, 0% interest credit cards for 6 to 12 months at places such as like Best Buy and Home Depot and Lowe's have really allowed people to spend so much money that they don't have. And then by the time they realize, it's too late. So think about this for a moment. You've got a credit card with $10,000 in debt on there. So that's issue number one. The second issue is that the interest on that card could be anywhere between 17 to 25%, or maybe even a little bit higher. And then the third piece of that is that if you're only paying the monthly minimum, you're paying just enough to cover the interest. So the principal on that $10,000 debt is not going anywhere. So what that ultimately does is it destroys your ability to build wealth. Any dollars that you're spending on interest or credit cards for things that you don't even need, it takes away from your ability to invest to build wealth long term. The third reason that you're not able to get ahead financially is because of your car payment. It's not uncommon to hear someone say, "Oh, I'm not concerned about it. I'll always have a car payment." You've heard someone say that before, right? Right? I was that person a decade ago. I'm not that person today. And the reason that I'm not is because I quickly understood that having a car payment takes away from your ability to invest. Invest in something like real estate, invest in something like stock market, or even in a business if you're looking to start a small business. Paying a car payment effectively takes those dollars out of the opportunity bucket and puts it into a depreciating asset that is going to drop in value over time. In order to get ahead, you're going to have to ensure that your car payment is well within your means. And in my opinion, and I'm a little bit more conservative on this, but in my opinion, your car payment should be no more than 10 to 15% of your net take home pay. If it's more than that, you're paying way too much for a depreciating asset and you're taking away your ability to invest those dollars in other assets. The fourth reason that you're not able to get ahead financially is you only have one stream of income. Now, I'm not going to sit here like most people on social media and say you need 10 streams of income in order to build wealth. Yes, that's helpful, but for a majority of people, that's not the reality. We've got family, we've got lives, and some people don't want to make work in business their entire life. And I totally get that and I totally support that. But you should have at least one side hustle that you're able to do in the evenings or on the weekends that bring in enough money for you to supplement your 9 to 5 income, which will again allows you to invest in assets that build wealth over time. So the last reason that you're not able to get ahead financially is that you do not invest. So it's important to understand that with investing takes time and patience. So if you have an opportunity to invest in your company's 401k, you absolutely should take that opportunity to invest at least up to the match. So if they're matching 3% of your yearly salary, then you want to make sure that you're contributing 3%. And that's typically going to be pre-tax dollars that you are investing. Once you've invested up to the match, you can take a look at other investment vehicles such as an IRA, which is an individual retirement account that's not tied to your company, and you're using post-tax dollars to invest in that fund. The difference between the two, the company sponsored 401k is pre-tax dollars that you invest into an account that you're not paying taxes on until you withdraw them when you're 59 and a half or older. The IRA, you're contributing post-tax dollars that when you withdraw after the age of 59 and a half, you do not pay any additional taxes on the growth that you've achieved in that account. So you'll have to take a look and determine which is best for you. But in my opinion, I think it's good to have a mixture of both in order to maximize your retirement accounts. A couple of other places that you can invest is in real estate. So I'm not huge on investing in real estate right now. The market is a little out of whack with interest rates. But if there's a good deal on the table, I'll absolutely take a swing at purchasing some real estate. But that's not something that I'm primarily focused on right now. And then the last investment vehicle, at least for me, is going to be an individual taxable brokerage account where you can go in and you can purchase ETFs and stocks and you can hold them for 10, 20 years in order to build wealth. So these are not the only reasons that many people can't get ahead, but these are a few that I wanted to at least cover in this video that people could understand and take actionable items to address them pretty easily. Leave a comment down below and let me know why you think that some people can't get ahead financially. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.